Oh, Loretta.
That's a good one.
Yes, it is.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to wait a minute as Facebook alerts you that we're here.
That's good, because I can't find you.
Did it not send the alert yet?
There you are. No.
Now it did, because I see it too.
I just waited for you to pop up on my feed.
Good morning, everyone. We have a visitor with us this morning. We have Deanna Davis. So if you hear her voice, listen, she may have something important to share. Hey, Tracy. Good morning. Good morning, Peggy. Lavon. Good morning, my sweet, sweet girl. My little sweet pea. Hey, Leanne and Cherie.
Big hugs to you, Lavon.
Yeah.
Peanut?
It was the cat.
Yeah, can't blame me for that one.
Good morning, Fran. Hey, Deanne, how are you? I'm going to give you a call. I don't know if I'll do it this week because of market. Maybe, though. But if not, then next week. So look for it. Hi, Betty, Vicky. Hey, Matt. Loved your pictures. Glad y'all had a little getaway. Marie, good morning. Give that handsome husband of yours a big sloppy hug and a kiss. Good morning, my sweet Bobby. Hey, Jane. Thana, good morning. And Debbie. I'm just saying hello for a minute as I hold my nice cup of coffee.
Michelle!
Hey, it's Michelle. Michelle, you need to post what you sent me. That was gorgeous. You need to get people interested in that puppy. That's something.
The picture?
Of the gourd with the ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Melissa, how are you? How's everything up there, Buckeye? Good morning, Shannon. I was just thinking about you this morning.
Well, good morning, Teeny.
Teeny's here? What?
Yes,
it's
Teeny's
early.
Here. I saw Scotty.
Hi, Teresa and Jana.
Oh,
good morning, y'all.
Matthew's watching you on the download at work.
You want me to whisper, Matthew?
Yes, ma'am, Teeny, you did.
Good morning, my little cupcake. You got a couple messages coming for me. Deanna tried to get me to send those messages at midnight last night, but I didn't do it.
It would have been a nice wake-up message.
Hey, Lynette, how are you? Oh, hi, from upstate New York.
Good morning, monkey. Janet needs
Janet.
I should have brought Pat out, too.
I'm so sorry. We will certainly pray for that.
No, Michelle, she hasn't yet. Marie, yes, and I was thinking of you yesterday.
Yes, Marie and Bill, so?
Road trip.
Yeah, sounds like y'all need to take a road trip.
I miss you too, Teeny.
Hi, Becky George. Good morning, good morning. She was up?
See? Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
Good morning, Kay. I'm doing pretty good. I have my right hand here, and we're getting a whole lot of stuff done in regards to TDR. We have a lot more to do, which we will probably do on our drive, because we're heading off to market tomorrow.
Woo, woo.
And it's, you know, depending on the traffic, it's about a 4.5 hour drive for me.
Morning, Lynette.
Good morning, beautiful Regina. How are you? Good morning, Sandy. Aww. Did I miss anybody? Good morning, Georgie. I don't remember saying that.
I'm sure. Sorry if we missed y'all.
I know, it's sad, isn't it? Georgie's like, what'd you do that thing behind? It's the heat. It's been watered, I promise. It's the heat. I may have to take it in the house.
Teeny, I don't think so. She asked if she missed something last night. We
No.
didn't do anything last night. We didn't do anything, did we?
No, we watched part of Bobby. Well, okay, this is what we did yesterday late. We had all the kids over to welcome Deanna back because she's part of the family, and they all wanted to make sure, we all wanted to make sure she understood how important she was. And so we celebrated her coming to Texas with a Hot dogs, her favorite.
Gotta have the grilled hot dogs.
Yeah, so I came in late on Bobby's live, and then I guess we were cleaning the kitchen or whatever, and then I came in late on Jimmy's live, so yeah. Hi, Sheila, how are you?
Hey, Michelle Stone.
No, it's Michelle, the other one.
Yeah, no, Tina, you didn't miss anything. I know you're a night owl.
Regina, we all do. We are so excited that after talking with one of the city council people, and because usually the rulers, the leaders in your community usually have a heads up on things, and it looks like we're gonna be good with the COVID, so we decided let's move it. We like to move it.
Debbie, good morning, and yes, I do.
Regina, you mean the August one? I might. If you'll send me a message at ranchhousereads@gmail, I will check for you. They were pretty awesome, but y'all. No, you mean the July box. The August box. Awesome. Sure. We're going to try even to get it mailed out early.
Charlotte says, I got the prettiest package ever from you last week.
Who did?
Charlotte.
Aww. Is Debbie starting trouble this morning? Hey, Charlene, how are you? Good morning, Kelly. How are you?
Susan said...
Hi, Wendy. I hope Rick is doing well. He has been in my prayers. That Wendy's husband, Rick, needed some prayers. Oh my gosh, Debbie, it's too early.
Susan said, Drea was told to put 2 ice cubes in flowers that look like they're going to wilt.
I will try it. Good morning, Suzanne. Hey, Mary Fresh. Oh, I butchered that. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay, she loves her stuff. That makes us happy. I will be sure and tell the girls. The girls take it very personal. And so whenever we get a message or a comment about somebody liking what they got or loving whatever, it makes them very happy. They also take care of things if you have issues and you're not happy. So we like it both ways.
Yeah, let me just tell you, as far as packing, that's one thing that I will not do or am not allowed to do, and stay away from that. But I can pull orders and get stuff ready for you, but they're the professional packers.
What y'all have in your coffee? Just a little cream. I promise. We're high on life. Hot, sweating, and yucky in Kansas City. Girl, we are in a heat wave. It was, what was it yesterday? 105? 105.
Ridiculous is what it was.
Now, today we're supposed to maybe kind of, sort of get a little rain. See, I could be the weatherman locally. They could just take off for July and August, and I could just do it for them. Hot, yucky, sweaty, stay inside. Hi, Tony Pal. How are you, precious? How are you doing today? Hey, Brenda Owens. Did you get news?
Brenda!
He is definitely a lot better, filled up with sodium. I'm so glad he's doing better.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I'm into that.
Good morning, Retta. Debbie, send it, girl. Send it. Well, Deanna, I'll believe it when I see it. You know what I mean?
What?
Bobby, that ain't fair. Maybe I need to drive up to New Jersey and skip market. Good morning, Teresa Durbin. You have a little package from Jesse coming. So keep your eyes out for it and get it in out of the heat.
Loretta, hello, beautiful ladies.
But Teeny, just if y'all get, you, Michelle, and Robin, y'all get rain and we get heat from the rain, the pushback. Oh, Melissa, that's amazing. Heck, maybe I need to go see Melissa. We can cook together.
Michelle Stone wants to know what day you're going to market.
We're leaving tomorrow, so I'll be there Wednesday. Be there till Saturday. When you going, girl? Good morning, Elizabeth. How are ya? Wendy, we got those packages mailed. I don't know what day they finally got picked up. They were big, so I don't know. But they are on their way there. Janet, I don't know how you're going to get them floods to me from where you are. Go, my Michelle. Yes, come to New Jersey. Carol Ann, good morning, my peachy little friend. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Carol Ann, you posted something that you created. I hope I left a message. It was awesome. I can't remember what it was at this moment. Good morning, Emmy.
Hi, Emily.
Jessie's not out here. She's either on her way or at work or whatever, or preparing to be there. Good morning, Vicky. Please give Lily a little hug from me. I know, Kelly, market can be overwhelming, but because there's so much beautiful stuff there, I have to go in, kind of get an idea of what I want, leave, and come back and make sure that's what I really want. Because, man, I could have to mortgage my house at market if I ain't careful. All right, Elizabeth, gotcha. Yay, Lee. Yeah, it's a bit cooler in Fort Worth, only 80 so far, cold. Blew down last night. Well, maybe we'll be getting some of that. Maybe.
Read Gail.
Good morning, Gail. Gail needs prayers. Whoops, I skipped it. Let's a second. Gail Berenson needs prayers. I have fibromyalgia, osteoporosis, and lupus. I'm having a really bad day. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, as you can't be fun.
Yeah,
prayers for you, my dear.
Especially if you get a flare up of any of them.
Yep.
Gail Berenson.
I don't know. Hopefully, I said hi to Scotty.
Oh, did I not say hi to Scotty? Good morning, Scotty.
The other Mrs. Davis.
Good morning. We just got back from vacation. Our little grandson is home from the NICU. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you had a vacation because you're supposed to take care of you, but I'm so happy for you with your grandson. Good morning, Josie. I know I didn't say hey you yet. Matthew, the book is coming along. That's all I can say. It's killing me, y'all. It's wearing me out emotionally. But it is coming along. We will have it soon. Aww. Go to howtochoosejoy.com. Put your email in there. It's not a commitment to buy or anything. It is just where Jessie will make the initial announcement when it's ready to go.
Marie needs prayer for Bill's son who lost his mother last week.
Aww.
Hugs to y'all. Brenda Owens, they both call me soon or I might not be able to make TDR no seniority or vacation time at new place.
Oh, that stinks after 25 years. Right? Oh, Hallie, lucky you. Thanks, Matthew. I appreciate that. Gotta help you plug it.
Josh, you are right.
That's what it was. It was a mannequin head. Josh, you remember that?
Yes,
wow.
We talked about that the other day, and I was talking to Drea about that the other day. Yes, we did.
Last night.
Was it last night?
Yes.
Yeah. I love you, Josh. You're awesome.
Yes, I love Josh, too. Don't tell Dylan, but I think I love Josh more. Just saying. Don't tell Dylan. Whatever you do.
Like, oh, Dylan just popped on. No, just kidding.
No diva likes to be upstaged. You're very welcome, Gail. We're more than happy to do it. And everybody on our Coffee with Dre seriously does pray for everyone as well as send out positive vibes. So you got it all. Good morning, Tamara Daniels. How are you? Yeah, you did a really, really good job on that, Carol Ann. Okay, y'all. I'm going to be talking to Monkey about our date. But
it's gonna be a good date.
We have our Texas Head-to-Head Showdown Challenge coming up. Y'all, this is Coffee with Dre. So I want to see a lot of Team Dre out there. I'm seeing a lot of hashtag Team Monkey. Look, just because she beat Lori doesn't mean she can beat me in this competition. Wait till you see what I have planned up here. If I can get it out. If I can get it out there.
I think it's awesome that you guys are going head to head. Literally.
Oh, so you got the reference. Love you too, Fran. Don't work too hard. My cousin just had double lung transplant, needing prayers for her. Got it. Teresa.
There she goes. Hey, Team Monkey. All right, Monkey. Don't make me send you a cotton ball.
Hell, I'm a Team Monkey, but I'm still going to whip her butt.
I know.
Teresa Bennett. Okay, got it.
Teeny said, which one wants a secret weapon?
Me? Me? Do you even need to ask?
I wondered, Bobby. That was a good one.
Brenda Owens, that's clever. Very clever.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sandy. Woohoo! Matthew, that's awesome. Who wouldn't want to be part of hashtag Team Joy? What?
Yeah, I like that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
We might have to put that one in there. We could confuse people, too, because they won't know what team they're on.
Charlene Connor. Team Drea is okay.
Thanks, Charlene. Charlotte, you know you're not. You know you're not Switzerland. It will be fun. And let me clarify once more for the negative Nellies who might see this in replay. Monkey and I are very good friends. This is a friendly competition. I want her to win, but I want to win. So we're just going to have fun, and the judges will choose it, and we'll go with that. But
Loretta, you're funny.
We definitely want, y'all to back us. Both of us.
I'll have my people get up with your people and go over ideas. Teeny.
That sounds like Teeny. Tamara, y'all are funny with this Team Texas thing. Yeah, I get it.
Janet says, so who's next then? Question marks. Head to
Don't
head?
know.
Exclamation.
I don't know. Head to head is a pun on the fact that we're both doing something we don't normally do. It's not that it's kind of out of our comfort zone. We are both doing a mannequin head, identical mannequin heads, and we will be both creating them our way.
Good morning, Vicky.
It should be a lot of fun, especially since we're both outside of our comfort zone. It's always fun to see people that kind of,
Oh, Brenda.
Who said that? I'm just going to go with Team Dre's monkey. Shauna, you're hilarious. Oh, thank you. My daughter ordered this for me. I love it. And it's thin, so it's comfortable out here.
Michelle, no way. I may need to make a trip to Atlanta.
We don't know what the next one's going to be, Sousa. Let's see who wins and who challenges that winner.
Her BFF daughter just got diagnosed with cancer, ovarian, liver, pancreas, and spleen. So sad.
Oh my God, who's
Monkey's best friend's daughter in Atlanta.
My God.
No, definitely a lot of prayers for that, Michelle. For you all.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful. And they're young. They're like in their 20s, I would guess. That is awful.
I don't know.
Choose Joy and choose Team Dre. Thank you, Sandy. I'll pay you later.
Shauna, I'm just going to go with Team Dre Monkeys. Dre's monkey. Dre's monkey. So that is your monkey. No, I'm just kidding.
She is my monkey. But more my little cupcake.
Oh, Sousa. Let's see. Lori and Monkey did Wreath Wars. You two are head to head with the head. So the next one is going to be... Won't know yet.
We don't know. Let's see who challenges me, because I'll come out the winner. Just saying.
Or maybe somebody will want to take on and challenge somebody else in the community. Doesn't mean it has to stop right there or stay with Dre and Monkey.
Yes, it's going to be interesting. That's one way to put it. Debbie, it's not going to work. No Team Texas. See, before it was Team USA, Team Canada.
Oh, Michelle. She's 39 and I'm not giving her much of a chance.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that is always so hard to hear. Hey, Deborah. Deborah, we're working on that notification thing. Got my goodies the other day. Love them. Waiting for my sign to arrive. Yay.
Alrighty, so what are we talking about this morning there, my dear queen? There's a lot of prayers out there for people.
Really, Marie? Well, we'll look forward to that. They may see us next week, you know, Dallas and all.
That's funny, I was just rolling.
No, this week is Dallas. Next week we're home.
Well, maybe we'll see her next week.
Yay, that'd be so fun.
All right.
Okay. So y'all saw that I put on there on the lead. Yay, Lily's negative. Woo!
Amen to that, Mickey.
Thank God. Yeah, Susan, I hate cancer too.
Yes.
I'm hearing a lot of diagnoses lately, and oh man. Okay. Let's talk about everything about you matters. Everything. Good morning, Jody. Welcome. That is a very positive thing to do. Team Mannequin. Charlotte, I'm going to slap you when I see you. Just kidding. I get to see her.
No, but I'm not. I was just kidding.
Okay. When I say everything about you matters, I actually... Stop it, monkey.
We know where you live.
Oh, yeah, she's real afraid.
Yeah,
she told me the other day, God, Dre don't even know how to talk smack. I don't remember what I said.
That's true. That's true.
It was like, oh, it's hard to talk smack against your buddy.
Dre don't have it in her.
All right. But everything about you matters.
Have a great day and a week, Marie. Love you.
Yes. And we hope to see you next week. Bye. That would be great. Awesome.
I know, right?
Okay.
You
While
do
it's
matter,
very important that we celebrate others, very often we forget to celebrate ourselves. Love you, Bill and Marie. And that's important because right now with all the negativity and the unrest, I had my mother-in-law, Donna, ovarian cancer for 2 years, done with chemo. Aww. Hallie's.
Susan Galley. Took 70 years to finally realize I mattered.
But you did. You did. Find it. Figure it out. Good morning, Pam Lane.
Patricia, you were so inspirational.
Thank you. Okay. So, here, let me take this page and give it to you. I may have to steal the pen a time or two. Will you write down the prayers?
Yep.
Okay.
Under dog or under Janet?
Yes, Bobby says it, and, you know, I've heard it before, but, you know, God only made one you, and then he broke the mold. There's only one you. There will always only be one you. So, we always talk about celebrating others and not leaving others out, and don't be so wrapped up in things that you forget to celebrate other people's victories and successes and health renewal and all those things. We must do that. That's humanity in us. We are supposed to do that. We are supposed to my eyes are itching, so if I blink a lot, that's all it is. We need to hold others up, lift them up, give them value. But for us, we sometimes... You're writing. It's okay. You just write harder than I do, I guess. Do you want this?
Yeah, let me put it. You need it at the moment?
All I gotta do is take that page out.
That way I can put it on my lap.
She's writing prayers for me, and it shakes the table. She's on my case about getting another table up here. We'll see. Anyway, we sometimes forget about ourselves. In particular, I think women do that. We forget that we have value, that we are significant, that we have worth, that we have a purpose. Well, I don't think we forget we have a purpose, because we're always working on our purpose, right? We're taking care of our family. We're taking care of our significant other. We're taking care of our job, whatever it is. I know myself, I was raised to work 3 or 4 times harder than anybody else so that I was holding up my end of things. To-be list. Oh, that's a good one. Well, you know Miss Linda from Romper Room. Do be a doobie. Don't be a don't be. Like, and her thing was do be kind, etc. Don't be unkind. Oh, okay, it was the 60s, y'all. That's about all we had.
Jody, and I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I don't know how I got this live, but I so needed this. Thank you.
Oh, I'm welcome, so Jody. Happy. This live is, yes, it's Coffee with Drea. However, it's an interchange of encouragement. So you will receive lots of encouragement from your fellow viewers. What now?
Loretta. Oh, I see. I shake the table and I get in trouble. And Deanna shakes it and it's okay. I see how this goes.
Deanna shook the table trying to write down prayer lists. You kind of got to
That's
forgive
my path.
Yes, Romper Room, Shauna. Do you remember it? It was so fun. And the looking glass. Yes, Deborah.
Marla, you're not late, honey. You're just on time.
Right. So, y'all, even without the COVID and the civil unrest and all that going on,
Morning, Nadine.
Life can be tough. Good morning, Nadine. How are you? Can you turn that fan on?
Yeah.
I'm starting to perspire.
Well, if you weren't so hot with your topics.
Oh my God. So, life can be tough. You don't need to make it any tougher. You really don't. You need to remind yourself, look, that sink full of dishes, yes, it may be my responsibility, but if I don't get to it, it's not the end of the world. Go sit down. Take a break. Reflect on all the good things in your life, all the good things in the world. Yo, one of my favorite songs, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I know most of you. I used to sing that to my kids all the time. Yeah, I'm not even a singer, but, you know, if there was a song with any positivity in it, I would sing it to them. And that song always made me happy. And we need to remind ourselves of that. Yes, there's bad stuff going on there. Yes, there are people receiving cancer diagnoses. Yes, there are people struggling. You may be struggling. There are people who just want to be heard, and so they're protesting. Forget the ugly people that go in and make it ugly. Think about the protesters who actually have a valid point and want to be heard and be equal. There's all that going on. We're in the political unrest right now because it's an election year. So there's all that. First of all, turn off the dang news. Please don't watch it. I made the mistake of listening to my son-in-law, my bonus son, one of them was telling me some stories off the news, and I thought, good God, I am so glad I stopped watching it. How depressing. So turn it off and reflect on all the good. It's there. I know we have to look a little bit harder for it right now, but it's there. And if you do that, it's going to help you feel better. There's so many people suffering from depression. I know quite a few who might not normally have depression. I've even fallen a few times. It just gets so overwhelming seeing. Hate is something I don't comprehend except beats. I hate beats, so I understand it in that regard, but I don't understand hate in humanity terms. I can understand not liking someone or disliking a what do you call it? Whatever their movement is, or whatever. I just don't understand hating a human being, because they're a human being. And remember, they were wonderfully made as well, and the mold was broken. So we need to remember these things. And then we need to reflect on our own selves. I've said it a gazillion times, and I'll say it that many more. You have to look at the positive. Negative doesn't breed positive, it breeds negative. You know, with that rotten apple in that basket with the other good ones. I have never heard of a good apple turning a bad one, but I've heard of plenty of rotten apples turning good, right? So be careful what you watch, who you pay attention to. Don't pay attention to someone who has given up and expect to be able to move forward. They've given up. They've stopped moving. Don't listen to their advice. They have stopped. You need to keep moving. I've always said, even if it's a baby step, heck, even if it's a little shuffle, you're still moving. And sometimes we have to step back a little or shuffle back a little just to rejuvenate, regroup, remember who we are. Think of where we're headed, where we want to be. Think of, like we talked last week, blaze the trail you want others to follow. T-shirts are coming, so nobody make a T-shirt out of that. You hear me? You are being followed by children, grandchildren, friends, family, people you don't even know. They're following you. They're watching. Please blaze a good trail for them to follow.
That stuff does suck the joy out of you.
Yes,
you don't
it
have
does.
a friend or somebody to support you or just to be there, buddy, I'm gonna tell you what, it is easy to get sucked in that rabbit hole and go down a little ways.
Well, yeah, and you need to surround yourself with people that will celebrate you.
Yeah.
As a human being.
But sometimes that's hard.
It is hard.
And
I'm not gonna lie. And sometimes when things get tough, you kind of want two things. You see the true character of people, either way, good or bad. And you find out who your friends are. The people that are there to lift you when you need lifting. You don't always have to be the one doing the lifting. Sometimes you have to allow others to help you. I keep myself busy. I suffer depression also, but I don't let them see me crying.
I know. Amen to that, Georgie. That's, yes.
Absolutely.
I agree.
But if you're crying, have that friend, and that is part of the focus in the Choosing Joy book coming, is we have to have someone. It doesn't have to be your husband. It's not always your best friend either. It doesn't have to be your pastor. These are all people. Someone that will help you continue to be a better you. Someone that understands. You don't always need them to fix what's going on, because very often we cannot. Someone just to listen and not ridicule. I find that very often when you open up about something, I hear that a lot from you guys, you get ridiculed by those close to you, in particular family, it seems. Don't listen to the ridiculers. Please don't. Even if you're doing something wrong, there is no reason to be ridiculed. Maybe a little guide in the right direction. Soft, sweet guide. Tough love, do I believe in it? Absolutely. You know, this is what I believe, actually. If you're spanking your kids, for example, this is an example. If you're spanking your kids and they're still doing the same thing over and over, your spankings are not working. Try another tactic. On the other hand, if you are grounding your children, taking their phones away or computer or whatever it is, and that's not working, bust their butts. Maybe that will work. We have to be open to how we can help and how we need to help ourselves. Let me say one more important thing that I think sometimes Absolutely, Georgia. That's exactly what it means. Sometimes we think we're choosing joy by cultivating it and bringing it down into our core, and by thinking about it and doing what we need to do to suck up the joy into our being, right? But then we expect the work is done. Y'all, that's not how it works. Choosing joy requires action on our part. Work on it, practice it, cultivate it, and then put it into action, right? Don't, and I use this term loosely, I'm not talking against anybody disabled, okay? Get off the couch and do something. Get off the phone. You don't have to watch 100 lives a day. You don't. You can watch replay and leave comments on friends' lives. Get up and put your joy into action. For you, for your family, for your community, for us. Put it into action. Go after that dream. Don't wait for good things to come to you. Go after those good things. You're never going to hear me say, quit your job and follow your dream. You're never going to hear me say that. That is a personal decision you and your significant other, if you have one, have to make. Don't give up a sure thing for a maybe until that maybe works into a sure thing. I hope that makes sense to you, okay? I get asked that sometimes, and you're never going to hear me say, yeah, you should leave your job and go full-time in painting signs or making wreaths or doing woodwork. You'll know when that time is right.
Yeah,
only you will know, because we have seen people do that, and then their side gig, as it's called, doesn't turn into that sure thing, and they've given up the sure thing, and then they are depressed and struggle and beat themselves up. And so that goes along with, think about what you're doing. Is it really, really... Hi, Deborah Taylor. Welcome. Is it really, really the right time for certain things, choices, and things in your life?
You know, Georgie has, if they don't want to hang around you, I think it says that means they're not your friends at all. And I think sometimes, depending on your friends and what they understand, if they don't understand what you're going through, it's too much for them to handle, or they don't know how to handle it. So for them, they just step away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's meant to be, well, some of them could be mean. There's just, some of those just can't handle it.
I think you know the ones that can't.
Yes.
Oh, Sue, that is so sweet. Bless you. So, all you can do is your best. Whatever your best is. My best, maybe, my best is probably different than yours. We're all so different. So, we need to stop the comparing thing. I see a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I do too.
I do too.
I'll go on and go, oh my gosh, look, he's got 500 people watching him. Look at me, I got 64. What the heck? And then I start the comparison game with myself.
Good morning, Methy.
You know what? The comparison game, what? We all know the saying is the thief of joy. So you spend all this time cultivating and practicing bringing joy into your heart and down into your soul, and then you give it up to compare yourself, your success, your haircut. Heck, it could be something simple. Spend all that time and then you give it up. Never give up that power to hold on to that joy you work so hard for. Choosing joy is easy, but it's not simple.
It's not.
Or should I say the other way around, actually. It is simple. It's just not easy. It's something you really, really have to cultivate, especially when there's so many things, people, evil, whatever, the evil one, trying to suck it out of you just as fast as you can gain it.
It's okay to get down once in a while. Let's just don't forget to get out of it.
Right, Bobby. It is a head game, Debbie.
Yes, it is.
Bobby says, "Yay, Janet! Congratulations! That's a big deal. Celebrate yourself. I'm glad you're happy. God gave us each talents that were only meant for the job He gave us to do. So what someone else has or does really has nothing to do with us. Absolutely."
I know, but we get in our own way every now and then. It's like, what about me? I'm here.
Talk about me. Talk about
Okay, not to that degree, but
it's a song, Phil.
yeah, I know.
It's important to be yourself. Trying to be what other people want is an exercise in futility. We can't do it. And be happy. Make yourself who you want to be first. Absolutely, Carrie.
We do that too.
Very, very well spoken.
Yep.
Yes, Deborah. Always be yourself no matter what. Because if you're genuine and true to you, that's going to reflect out. People are going to go, okay, well, at the very least, you ain't going to get nothing fake from Dre, right?
And that is
she
true,
might not
y'all.
be my cup of tea or even my shot of vodka, that old Dre. Or that I might not enjoy having coffee with her. But she's genuine and true to her. And that's what we all want. Now, having said that, if you're having issues with negativity bleeding through, or having a hard time finding the positive and the good, y'all, nobody said it would be easy. I'm not telling you that it's easy. The concept is simple. The work is not always easy, especially right now. You know, in business, I will tell you this, at Ranch House, we often get a negative comment, especially if we're out of a product that somebody wanted. They're like, oh my God, I barely got on there, it was gone. Look, we're in the business of selling things. So if something sells out, that means people bought it. We try to restock the things you guys love the most, like that leopard print ribbon's coming this week. All of them. Y'all bought them all? We got them all coming. Yay. They didn't have a whole lot left, but I got it. Anyway, that's a side thought. So please don't get mad at me or the girls because we're out of a product. Please don't go out there and tell people, well, they're out of stock. You know, out of stock is a sign that we had good product. Well, guess what? We're going to get more new product, right? But when those comments come in, they sting us a little because we're like, gosh, don't they understand that's what we're in business for? But then we don't let it destroy us. We don't let it hurt us so badly, right?
Sousa, I can make a wreath and be proud of it, even though it's not like yours or other designers.
Mine is mine, yours is yours. You know what? Let me tell you something. There are days when I make a wreath. I was just talking to Deanna about this, and I walk away, and then when I come back in, I'm like, what the heck was I thinking? Oh my gosh. So it's relative. I'll bet you do so much better than you think.
Yeah.
I want you to really look at them and go, wow, that is some great color choice. Look at those beautiful flowers and how I placed them. You look at that wreath and you find all the good things that you did. And don't worry about it. Just keep moving. I'm sure it's fine.
And Hallie, I'm so bogged down with my family issues, I barely have time for my business. Some days it's just what I can accomplish with my family. I'm gonna tell you what, that is a lot of work.
You've been there and done that.
Yeah, and what I found is, as a caregiver, family, and you have things to do, it's kind of like, for lack of a better word, that's it gives you a purpose. It gives you something to do. But let me tell you, when that purpose and something to do is not there anymore, hang on to your hat, because you're going on for a ride with like, oh my gosh, now what do I do? Where do I go? I don't know what to do. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And then you can. It's not fun, but Hal, a lot of prayers for you, because I know you go through a lot.
That's exactly right, Dana and Nadine. It's funny, really, if you stop and think about it. And let me tell you a little secret about the supply business. So, we go in and we buy a case, which, let's say 1.5 inch ribbon. Most of those cases are 96 rolls. We love it. We think it's great. My shipment comes next week. Some other people's shipment came this week, okay? And so they see it and it's great and they go in and buy it from them. And so I have this case that I spent money on, 96 rolls, and I sell 24. It's tough because then you got 72 more rolls of ribbon sitting there that you've invested money in that you cannot now invest in something else, right? So it's a game that we play. I am in no way at the caliber, nor do I want to be, that Damon is, for example. Those of you that know him, those of you in the supply industry. He gets 30, 40 pallets in. I get 3 or 4. I used to just get cases, not even pallets. And so it's a juggling game. We don't always know. There's so many factors that play into what we sell and how we sell and how quickly we sell, right? And for the small guy, it's weird how you have to work it.
Morning, Amanda. I've been stunned at the hostility from people who are mad when I run out of ribbon and I'm brand new, so I'm still learning what and how much to order. I know people can be just downright rude, nasty, mean.
Ignore them. Just keep on keeping on.
The one
Don't overbuy. That's my number one advice to you. Do not overbuy.
And the one thing I don't like is, and I'm going to use Drea as an example because she's right here, she's a wholesaler, is when people say, oh, Drea, I need this ribbon. Can you get me 12 rolls of it? And of course, you know, certain ribbon, Drea has to buy a case of it or a certain quantity. Mm-hmm. And she'll get it in, and then they don't buy it. Now, would Drea have normally bought that ribbon? Probably not. But
it happens all the time.
They buy ribbon that y'all asked for, and then whoever asked for it never goes and gets it, and then they're stuck with a product. It's like, what do I do with it?
Right.
That money
Good morning, Tequila! Deborah, that is my sister wife. Haha. Well, it's a joke.
It is. Kinda.
Yeah. She basically is my right hand. She assists me in everything. She'll be here the rest of the year. She works TDR with us. Her name is Deanna Davis.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, Deborah, I'm so sorry.
Missy, it's there. Reach out to somebody. I'm going through what it is right now, what ifs right now, but trying to stay as positive as I can. It's hard, especially now with everything going on. It's hard. But find that one person that can help keep that positivity with you, even if it's
Hallie.
Coffee on Mondays.
Yes, and that is the whole point. Yeah,
Lynette,
Amanda,
I know.
Girl, just message me. You have to be really careful. Nobody intends to cause you financial harm, but it happens. And I learned this lesson over and over and finally figured out if I sell out, I sell out. There are some things that I'll go ahead and restock, but, you know, there's no guarantee they're going to be there to purchase. So, especially as you're growing, you'll learn more as you go.
Lynette, then somebody that has had a loss
Deborah, you are very smart, Deborah Taylor.
Doesn't understand that. And I'm going to tell you what, I probably wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't have met Drea. And a lot of you people that I have seen and the encouragement that we get from everybody else. So you can find your purpose again, or at least find something that gives you a purpose, and then the others will follow along. But hook up with some people because uplifting people. Because it does make a difference. And I thank God every day for Drea and her family. And all you people
Erica,
that I've met.
you mean that what happened to Deanna? A lot of things, family related, but the most important of which was the loss of her husband of 25 years or something.
Yeah, he passed on our 24th year anniversary.
You're welcome, Deborah. I mean, you're making some very valid points. I don't even have to say much today.
Yeah, I ain't lying. This has been a rough last, I don't know how many years.
Dana. Let's see. There was one person who was absolutely rude because Monkey wasn't answering her question, but Monkey was right there in the middle of attaching something on a wreath. But there were several answering for her. You know, I see that a lot. I do, and we have it in our lives too.
Oh, thanks, Teeny.
But, oh, Deborah, I wish you did too.
Thank you, Bobby.
Keeping up with the bucket.
Yeah.
That's our job at TDO.
Oh, thanks, Carrie.
Oh.
Dan, I love you. I'm right back at you, honey.
Deanna has gone through a lot. Look at that. What the heck was that? Anyway, she's gone through a lot and come through shining like a shining star. I have to remind her of that, just like I have to be reminded. We all need that reminder. You know, just because I'm known for choosing joy or the queen of joy, whatever, doesn't mean that I feel joy constantly. Sometimes I have to be reminded. Sometimes they remind me in a sarcastic way, like, choose joy, Drea. Mm-hmm. But sometimes they remind me in a more serious way, because we all need that. This is a world where we have to remind ourselves. And that's why I want you to understand how much you really matter. I have often said myself in my life, well, it's just me. What does that matter? It matters a lot. It matters a lot. You don't know. Oh my gosh, quit calling me people.
Y'all are so sweet. I am so glad I came down to Texas. I'm back home.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I hate the Texas heat, but I'm back home. Because I will say...
Hallie, we need to really keep you in our prayers. I had no idea you've been struggling that long.
Is it Holly or Hallie?
Hallie. Did I say Holly?
Holly, I understand that. Maybe not to the degrees of yours, but mine was for over 10 years. Well, probably a little longer, but 10 years, and then the last 5 years, I got to the point to where I can't do this anymore. I need help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Thank you, Janet. And Nadine, Erica. Aw, you're gonna make me cry.
Deborah, yes we do. My husband and I have been together 45 years. We basically only have each other, and he suffers with emphysema, and I with a tumor in my head. Oh, Deborah, I think I saw that. I'm so sorry. We need to keep Deborah Taylor and her husband in our prayers. Jeez. See, you never know the struggle of people.
No, you
so
don't.
I suppose being ill is hard, but we keep going on. Good for you, and that's the thing. Keep on keeping on. That's the secret. Don't stop believing. That's a song, right? Y'all listen to that Journey song. Don't stop believing. That's not where I was going. Don't stop believing in you. Don't stop believing in the possibilities. Don't stop believing in miracles. Y'all, we see them happen all the time. Sometimes when we pray or we send positive vibes or whatever our belief system is, we don't get back the answers we want. Sometimes we pray for a loved one to survive and they don't. Sometimes we pray or put out the energy for someone to be healed and they're not. We don't know the reason for that. That is not for us to worry about. We don't know why. Doesn't mean they were less important, loved less, all those. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean you were loved less. We don't know what would have, could have. And this is one of the things that helped me when my kids were killed. Is someone said to me, you don't know what was in their future that could have been worse for them, not for you, but for them. That God protected them from by not interceding that day. Not that he caused the accident, but he didn't stop it, you know? And so I try to remind myself of that. It's a tough lesson, and it's one where you're like, God, you know, you get mad, and that's okay. It's okay to get mad and sad and all those feelings. When my dad died, when I was holding his hand when he died, the last thing before he took his last breath was he heard me say, I love you, Dad. It's okay to leave. And I kissed his forehead, holding his hand. And had I not been there and seen the pain just go away, it was almost as if the lines and wrinkles in his face went away, right? If I had not been there, that would have been so much more difficult for me to handle, because I had to let go of my daddy's hand. And that was difficult. However, knowing that the pain was gone, I wasn't mad at God that day. A few years later, when my children died, I was so mad. Not the first day or two. You know, that first week or two, I was in just a state of disbelief. I was like living somebody else's life and watching it. It's kind of what it felt like. But I was so angry. And if you're my father, how could you let this happen? I know they're safe, but I'm suffering. Couldn't you have left them with me a little while longer? All the things, and you make all these deals and all that. But after time, and after some very wise people gave me some very wise advice, like I explained a moment ago, I was able to focus on that. Because if there was something in their future that would have caused them to suffer, I wouldn't have wanted that for them. So, you know, it's all in how you look at things. Looking at loss from a positive place is probably one of the single most difficult things you'll do with your human emotions and your joy that you've stored up.
Oh my goodness.
But you can do it. I promise you. If you do the work means cultivating, practicing, reaching out to people that you trust. People that are not going to ridicule you or put you down or tell you, look, get up off the couch. Why are you still suffering? That is not what you need. You need somebody that will be there to help you off that couch. Not to do the work for you. That's on you. But to help you up off of that couch, figurative couch, and move forward. Because, like I said before, choosing joy requires action on your part. That is about you. And you matter. And it's okay to worry about you. It's okay. Do your best for everyone, but don't forget to do your best for you. We forget that. I forget that. You have a purpose in this world. Even if you don't know what that purpose is, you do have a purpose. And you may be fulfilling that purpose right this moment by a comment you've made on here and not even know it. We don't always know what that purpose is.
Or watching in the background, getting that information to pass on to somebody
else. Yes. And I hope you do.
Yes.
I hope you take that choosing joy. A lot of us call it the choosing joy movement. All right, because choosing joy requires movement on your part, not always physical. Very often that choosing joy is in your mental space, and you have to get it down into your heart space and down into your core. So, why? So that when something happens, you can pull on that reserve of joy and create happiness. Happiness is the outer. This is Dre's definition, y'all. Don't look it up in Webster because I don't even know what it says.
Unless it's the Dre Webster's.
So,
coming soon to a store near you.
Happiness is external. I'm so happy with this cup of coffee. Does it bring me joy? In a different definition of joy, it does. But it brings me happiness. The joy I'm talking about is that joy that you can go to find the positive in a non-positive situation. When my dad passed away, for example, that reserve of joy helped me to understand that my dad was free of pain. I wasn't, because now I had to suffer the loss. But the joy in it was that my dad was free of suffering, right? And he was in his safest place you can be, right? Arms of his father. So that's what joy does for you, really.
Sue Romp.
Yes, ma'am.
1 year ago next month, my two daughters both lost husbands 6 weeks apart. My 8-month-old and 8-year-old granddaughters lost daddies, but we get through it with each other's love. I couldn't even imagine.
Sue, bless you.
Oh,
but do you? This is a prime example of what we're talking about. Please, won't you be my neighbor, Deborah?
Yeah, I know, right?
I am so sorry, and they've just gone through the first year. That is so difficult, you guys.
Oh, Iona, her son died 3 years ago.
Oh my goodness! See, look how much loss there is. We don't even know. Good morning, Gracie. We are having an interchange of encouragement like we do every Monday morning from 10 a.m. Central till about 11.
Tequila, you're right, but sometimes when you get so deep and depressed, it's like, you feel like it's like, uh-oh. Or your mind just kind of shuts down and it's oh man, it's hard. It's hard to explain what goes through your head. You truly have to stand on your faith and ask the Lord to let His will be done no matter what the outcome. So many times we pray for a healing on a particular thing, however, it may not be in the will of God. Now that's true too, and I've learned that the hard way.
And y'all, I have had people say to me, well, the will of God is stupid. Yeah, those words.
Well, shame on them.
Well, they don't understand. That's all. I know. Because in their mind, they've had a loss, and how could that be the will of God? That you suffer that loss. Well, it's not His will that people die and get sick. That's not His will. We were given free will, and we, as a human race, have created this world where we get the sicknesses and etc. Good is coming, y'all.
Got it.
Oh my goodness, Deborah Kelly. What Oh, Deborah. But you're
Deborah
right,
Kelly.
and that's a positive way that you have of looking at it, and that's what we have to do.
And that's God giving you the grace to get through what you need to get through. Because that's the only way people get it done. And they may not realize that, but to do what I did is by the grace of God I was able to do it.
Exactly. We're only here on borrowed time, that's correct.
I don't know what those numbers mean by Kim.
Yeah, I don't know either. Healthy?
Some kind of count.
Oh, healthy weight, slow, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. My son Mark and my dad died 3 months apart.
Oh my.
About 8 years ago. They both had cancer. I was physically sick for 4 years and now choose joy and help others when they lose children.
Charlene, that's awesome.
There's your purpose, Charlene.
Yeah.
And that is why I do what I do and why this Choose Joy movement is so important to me. And you will understand this because you've gone through the mess, so you have a message. Is we cannot have our loved ones back. Once they're gone, they're gone. But once we go through that initial icky, that probably makes it seem so petty. All that pain and anger and loss and feeling like it was our fault and, cursing God, all the things you do when you lose loved ones, in particular your children. Once you go through that initial stuff, if you can take the pain of your loss to help someone else come through the pain of their loss, you, my friend, are a vessel. You're being used to help other people. You, my friend, have found your purpose. And it's sad that sometimes our purpose comes out of our loss. That's why I stopped asking God, why? Why? Why me? Why'd you let this? Why this? Why this? Why this?
All right, Connie.
You stop asking why, right? because the why isn't important. What's important is what you do with what you've learned from your own loss. It's never an easy, y'all, there are still days, a certain song I could sing every day I'm fine with, but today it triggers me. Oh, about my loss. Or we'll be planning a trip and I'll be fine, and then a memory will spur me to just fall apart for a little bit. Loss is loss. When you lose a loved one, you're always going to have those moments of grief. Grief is forever. Sorry.
I was going to say, there's no timeline on a grief.
And even if you've gone through the hardness of the grief, y'all, you're still going to have grief. Grief is not, and it's not a very forgiving emotion. So you have to talk yourself through that and allow yourself to grieve the way you grieve. One more thing. Do not ever listen to nor say to someone, it's time for you to stop grieving and move on. It is time to move forward. But the grief is up to them.
Just call us. We'll come smack them for you.
Yeah.
Brenda Owens, after 3 years, I still have them why moments. No, there's a reason, just haven't figured it out. But I did find all of you.
Aw, who was that?
Brenda Owens.
Oh, my Brenda. How's your son? That little bratty Steve. Dementia is a bad illness to have to go through with a family member. Very hard, but remember, it is her illness that talks at times and not her. I have not had to deal with that. I have friends that have, and wow, that is tough. Bless you, Deborah.
Carol Ann said, when my mom was sick, they gave her a year. She fought hard, but I prayed to God to take her because of the pain she was in, and her crying out was killing me. Yeah, so my final prayer, He took her, and I say she's not in pain, but I took her pain of missing her, and I'm okay with that. That is a hard one, because when somebody is sick and you know they're passing, and you know they would, and I don't want this to sound harsh, but you know they would be better going ahead and passing to the other side.
It's not harsh.
To get out of the pain, and you feel selfish because you just want to keep them a little bit longer. There is nothing wrong with praying for God to take them and let them go and be
Charlene, you're right. I agree.
Keita said, wow, that's a word, Dre. Miss Connie.
Hey, everybody that I missed coming in.
Yeah, we've missed some people. Sorry, guys. But we see you coming in, and we appreciate
we do
being here today.
And I also appreciate each of you encouraging one another. If more people in this world, no matter what's going on out there, hey, Annette, would do this, would encourage one another the way you guys are with us, wouldn't it be such a much better of a place? If we stop trying to discourage and judge people and look for the worst instead of the best. Look, I've had my feelings hurt so much the last few months, more than I have in a very long time, and I don't know why. I think it's just we're victims of the circumstances we're living in right now, where we're kind of sequestered into our homes and our little bitty community, and we can't reach out beyond that. I've had my feelings hurt. I've had some ugly things happen. I've had some people lie to me unnecessarily, and it really was disheartening. And yes, Kim was talking about her weight.
Okay.
She's like, oh my gosh.
Oh, gastric bypass. Okay,
yes,
that's why.
Got it. Sorry, we caught on. Wow, look at you. Girl, awesome. So when we have, these things are going to happen to us, but it's up to us how we deal with them, the reaction we have, and the way that we handle them with the person or persons that have caused this hurt or distrust or whatever. Have a conversation, y'all, with people.
It's a good one, Shauna.
What's that?
If there is no struggle, there is no strength. Without strength, we are unable to overcome the challenges in our lives. Sometimes I have learned, and something I have learned and still learning.
Still learning it myself, girl.
Yeah, me too.
Learning every day more and more, and you know what? There's my blessing. I get to keep learning and moving forward and being present.
Well, and that's something I think we're always going to do regardless, because the way the world is going now and things are happening, and you want to go out and help inspire and uplift people, but man, they make it so hard that if you're out on your own trying to spread joy, you're like, oh crap, I'm going back to a coffee with Drea because it's safer there. Because this is a safe place to reach out for help and talk.
My mom would have loved TDR, Andrea. I'm telling you, she would have went to Texas every year for TDR. She was a crafter.
Yeah, way back up somewhere, somebody asked what is TDR?
TDR is Texas Designers Roundup. It is happening October 8th through 10th this year here in Central Texas.
There's Matthew. Oh, by the way, 7 weeks until we're all together.
We missed you, Matthew.
Yes.
We were trying to figure it out the other day. I was like, where's Matthew? He usually tells us.
Yeah, we needed our countdown man.
Yeah, he's our, Matt Moyer is our countdown man for Texas Designers Roundup. Texas Designers Roundup is held in small town of Luling. You can go to texasdesigners.com. All the information's there. We also are releasing one day this week. I don't know what day. The coding is complete, but she has to add a couple of things.
Have a great day,
to do
Hallie.
A live stream. Hallie, you have a blessed day,
Yes.
and girl, you are forever in my prayers. I had no idea. I don't know why. I'm so sorry I didn't know what all you're going through. You will be in my daily prayers. Bless you, girl. Keep on keeping on. You got it.
Connie McCormick. My mom had ALS for 11 years, and I got to the point that I asked God to take her, but it was so hard. It was either God take her or a nursing home, as we ran out of money to care for her around the clock. I couldn't bear for her to go to a nursing home to die. My thing with my husband was, and I understand exactly what you're saying, Connie, is I got to the point I was getting to where I physically, emotionally got drained, that if my husband hadn't have passed when he did with all of his stuff, I probably would have had to put him in a home, because I couldn't do it anymore. It's hard. It is hard.
Cindy, we are. Jesse will post about that. We didn't move forward with some things we would normally have completed with TDR because we didn't want to invest time, energy, and money if COVID was going to have us cancel the event, but we're sure that that's... Aww. Lavon.
I know, right?
So with Texas Designers Roundup, we now know and feel confident. One of my friends just sent me "I love you, my friend," and it popped up. That just
Amen,
makes me want to
monkey.
cry. Anyway,
Aww.
now we feel secure with it. We're treating it as if today was the event. So what the protocol is for COVID right now is how we're designing everything, etc. We are going to cut physical ticket sales very soon after we get to a certain number. If like a week or two or something, or mid-September, whatever, if it looks like we could safely have more people at the event, we will release more physical tickets. But we were able to negotiate Wi-Fi, so we are going to be able to do live stream. So if you haven't seen a whole lot of activity with TDR, that is why. But you're going to see a whole lot now.
Kim didn't have the bypass, she had the sleeve.
The sleeve is safer, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a retreat. We have 16 designers of all levels. We have them all levels of experience.
I know I saw Annette on here. Hey, Annette.
Yeah.
We got you.
Hey, Huff, I see you. My brother-in-law took care of his mom with dementia until she started getting violent with the family and had to put her in a home until she passed. Yeah.
See, I've told my kids that. One. I couldn't even
Yes,
imagine.
Connie. Yes, yes, yes. We will be releasing those sometime this week. And we have the world's best live stream host to take care of it. So we know it's going to be awesome. Let's just do a very quick refresh. You have value, significance, worth, and purpose. You have a purpose. Yes, I know, Monkey. Where you been?
Girl, you stay up.
Everything about you, me, everything matters. What you think, what you feel, how you love, everything about you matters. Make it matter to you. Stop saying it doesn't matter, I don't matter, or whatever. Stop.
I'm not worth
You
it.
matter. You are worthy. I don't think we have any guys in here right now, so you are a woman of worth. T-shirt's coming.
Matthew's in there.
Oh, Matt. He's a girl. He's one of us gals, right, Matt? No. Men matter too. Whoa, men. It's in there.
Yep. Connie, don't feel bad about not being able to go to TDR. There
Please
will
don't.
definitely be others, and yes, the live stream will make a difference.
Oh, Deborah, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm glad. If all of us could help you purge some of that pain, I'm happy.
Crying,
He's an honorary girl. I
crying,
love
believe
it,
or
Matt.
not, Deborah, is a release.
Yes, crying
So if you
is.
need to cry, go cry. And if it has to be an ugly cry, that's a lot of
I
grief
just don't
you're
ugly
letting go.
cry around people. That's just me. I mean, because it's
we try
really
not to.
ugly,
Yeah,
snotty and everything. Yeah.
Illness can be as hard on the family as it is with the patient. God bless the caregivers. That is very difficult to see our loved ones be sick and pass. Yeah, it is.
Amen. And being a caregiver has got to be the most difficult job ever. Whether you as a family member or the caregiver, or you have caregivers come in, oh my gosh.
Janet Campbell, I've been sitting here doing the dishes and listening to you all. I need to watch you every Monday. Not enough people in this world like you, love. Thank your heart. Thank you for giving me a way to think positive.
Oh, thank you. Now see,
And I bet
that
the
makes
dishes
me
are
feel
nice and
good.
clean.
Yeah. It also makes me realize I have dishes to do. Ugly cry is reserved for the shower. Amen. I don't know. I am by nature not a crier.
Oh, Deborah. It's okay. Well, that was a stupid thing to say. You know what I mean.
Deborah, absolutely their family. The loss of a fur baby, it touches your soul and your heart in all the same places the loss of a human.
And I can attest to that, because this sounds sad, but I had a horse who was my therapy lifeline as I was caregiving for my husband. And my grandmother was ill. And I ended up having to put my horse down because he colicked and I couldn't save him, no matter what we did for him. So I had my first loss of that, and he was my everything at the time for everything I was going on. And I don't know if I had ever cried that hard in my life. And then my grandmother probably passed away a week or two after that. And I don't mean this to sound mean or ugly, but his death hit me harder than my grandmother's.
Well, it might have been the other way around. Had she gone first, maybe you purged
all that for
some of that loss from your being.
I don't know. I ain't good when horses go down. Yep.
So, and remember the one thing that I will say again: choosing joy is simple,
Yeah.
but it's not easy.
No.
Because it requires action on your part. That action becomes from you. Please don't make your life harder on you than it needs to be. Wake up every morning. Y'all know me with the mirror talk. That was a gift given to me by a therapist years and years ago. Don't give up on you. Don't listen to people who tell you to give up on you or your dream or your goal. It's tough enough out there. Celebrate others. Yes, of course. Sometimes it's easier to celebrate them than our own selves. Don't forget to celebrate yourself and every little success it is. You know, if you're lying in bed suffering from an illness and today you woke up and your cough wasn't as hard, celebrate that. Or if you were able to sleep less hours because your illness and your medications are making you sleep, celebrate that. It doesn't have to be great, big, unanimous things. Celebrate the small things, those tiny moments. They build that, web, that quilt of your life. It's those moments that matter the most. And so you are the creator of those moments. Make sure they bring you joy and happiness. Do your best. Don't expect good things to come to you just because you choose joy. Doesn't mean you get to sit down and do nothing, because choosing is action. Action. Yeah. Do something. Do for you. Do for others. And never forget that every single little bitty thing about you matters. Everything. Please don't forget that. That is so important to me, that you know your value. My not knowing my own value almost cost me my life several times in my life. Wouldn't that have been terrible? How much I would have missed. So celebrate yourself. Remember, you matter. You're a woman or man of worth. We care. I believe in you. If I can believe in you, and never having met some of you, you can believe in you. It's easier than you think, even though it takes work, right? So let's say our closing words, and we will see you again next Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time. You are free to message me at ranchhousereese@gmail.com. That goes directly to me. I don't always respond quickly. I'm fairly busy. This week I'll be gone at market, but do message me if you need me. Do message. If I can't help you, I will find someone that can, okay? Never, ever give up your power. That's that power that we're all given, that we sometimes don't know we have. Don't give it up to someone else. Don't give up the power to be you, to be genuine, to be true, to be kind, to be all those wonderful, wonderful, amazing things that you were meant to be. None of us are meant to be mean and ugly and negative and all those negative things. We're all meant to be wonderful and amazing. We're wonderfully made, y'all. Don't give up the power to be that. And when you're using some of your power, use some of that power to always, always, and yes, always again, choose joy, y'all. See you very soon. Thank you for joining.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.